Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to put some digital numbers on your alarm clock today. I'm going to use this as a sketch picture. I just done a Google search for digital numbers or something like that. And I got this image and I brought it into PowerPoint and cropped it and I saved it as a JPEG. So I'm going to put this on Teams for you so you can use this as a sketch picture. Looks like there's a lot of work in it, but there's actually not. What we'll be doing is drawing a little portion of this one here and then doing loads of mirrors to actually create the full 7-bar display 4-digit readout. Okay, so in here in SolidWorks I'm going to put my time here, so I'm going to look normal to that, and you know, that rectangle that you can see there, that's the kind of the full size that I want my time to be. Okay, I want it to fill that basically. So if I go to sketch and I pretend to, or go to draw a line, but I'm not actually going to. In fact, you know what? I actually will. I'm going to put a center line, lines of symmetry in here, which is very handy and will, you know, save us a lot of work ultimately. So I'll just put them 2 lines in for the moment, and I'll go to tools, sketch tools, sketch picture, and on my desktop I have digital numbers saved as a JPEG file, so I click open. It's going to come in quite large, so I want to turn off the scale tool and I want to go full image and change the transparency to about 0.6, okay, as we have done before. And I'm going to resize it using one of the corner icons, zoom back in, and you know, this is where you're going to have to play around with it. So we can see with the crosshair there, that's the size of the rectangle. So, you know, I'm going to eyeball it as best I can. Obviously I want the halfway horizontal line, halfway in the numbers. I'd say that's about right there. Now what I will do as well, I'm going to accept my sketch picture and I'm going to put in, now in fact I could probably end that sketch now and call it digital numbers sketch picture. But I'm just going to go ahead and draw in another center line, and I'm going to draw all the numbers in. So I want to put this line in here. I want to use that as another axis of symmetry to draw the so I can mirror to get this is 8 here. So I'll draw the first 8, get the second 8, and then mirror the 2 8s over here as well. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go to a line and I'm going to zoom in here, start about there, and just literally trace around the arrows here. Now we're looking for these kind of these dotted lines to make sure things are horizontally and vertically in line. Okay, as you can see there, there's an important one, and we finish that off. Okay, so just make sure, you know, that they're horizontally in line, just in case they're not, and you can mess around with that as much as you can. Remember, it's a sketch picture, it's not going to be perfect. The next thing that I will do, I'm actually going to draw another, I'll show you this now, save us even more work, another center line down, roughly down the center of the 8, and I'm going to move it into position here, which I think is the middle. You'll see why in a second. Back to my line command, and I'm going to draw another one only up as far as here. I need to keep these 2 in line here, like so. And then I'm going to come down here to this segment, and I'm just going to draw half of this one here. Okay, now what I'm going to start doing is mirroring my entities. So I want to select all of them in one go and mirror them about that line there, and you can see I have a perfect match. I want to do the same again now with these ones. Mirror these entities about this line here. Now we should also go and fully define these sketches before we do them. Sorry, as we're doing them. Okay, so that little portion that I drew first, you'd probably fully define that. Green tick. Now I want to go with this one here, and I want to mirror that about this line here. You can see it's a little bit off, but I'm not too worried about that. Then I want to take the 2 of these here, the 2 8s here, the 88. Don't want to take the center lines with me. And I want to mirror them about this line here. Okay, green tick. Now I can double click my sketch picture, and you know, if I want I can just maybe move it around to suit better if you're that particular about it. I'm not really, so I'll just leave it as it is. Now some of you might have a little square in here or a circle. I'm going to do a center point rectangle. I'm not following the sketch picture. Okay, and if you want, you can fully define them. Right, I'm going to end that sketch now. And what I want to do is I want to use that sketch to split the surface, the face that it's been drawn on. So I go to Features, Curves, and go to Split Line, and I select any part of the sketch that I've just drawn, and the surface that I want to split is this one here. We want to go single direction and backwards into the surface that we're drawing on. Green tick. Now it looks like nothing has happened. That's fine, something has happened, but if I just hide this sketch here now, I don't need to see it. In fact, there we go, it's gone now. It looks like there's nothing there, but there actually is, as you can see. So what I can do now is I can go to my appearances, and I'm going to go to lights, and there's red LED there. So what I'm going to do is drag that red LED just onto one of these little faces, one of the bars of the 7 segment display, and apply it to that little face. And what I'll do now is I'm just going to right click on that, right click, go copy appearance, right click, and this is a bit tricky now because there's a sketch picture there as well, paste appearance, and you've just got a tedious process now of just, the paste is already saved, so literally each one paste, probably take you a few minutes, and I'll just do one of the 8s. I'm not going to do the whole lot. I'll do the little square in here as well, maybe. And there. Okay. So let's imagine I've done the whole lot. But like maybe you don't want red LED. Okay. And as you see in here from the side, there was no white LED. It's very simple. If we go up here to the red LED, right click on it and go Edit Appearance, we can now change it to whatever color LED we want. I'm going to go with a yellow LED for the hell of it, and I'm going to accept that, and I can just continue on my merry way filling in all these bars here. Okay, now what I would do if I was you, pick a time, 8:59, 20:59, whatever, pick a time and actually paint it into the thing. So if I take this one out here, so I'm just going to copy that appearance there. Actually, I'll show you. Paste appearance. So I'm going to go for 8:30 in the morning. 08. Paste. Wrong. I done that wrong. Sorry, I had to recopy this bloody thing. Right. Paste appearance. So I'm looking for 8:30. So I'm filling in the 3 at the moment. So you should know your digital numbers and how the 7 segment display makes each number. So 8, I'll go for a different number now, 8:32. No, sorry. And I'm nearly there. Just a couple more bars to do. Of course, I missed that one there. I'm sure there's I'm trying to, if I hold control, is there a quicker way of doing it? There doesn't seem to be for some, I don't know why. I thought we could select multiple faces there and do it. Okay, so there we go, 8:32. So, that'll really look good if I put we'll say plastic color, high gloss, black plastic on that body there. And what you might want as well is to show the ones that are not active. In fact, you can kind of see it there. I don't like the fact that they're not actually visible. So what I might do is put a light grey. I'll try, I'm just going to put this here for the moment. Okay, and I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to put it here. So the bars that don't have, and a lot of clocks will look like this. You can see the ones that are not active faintly. You can barely see them. Like so. And if I go into here to polish plastic, edit appearance, I can make it lighter if I want. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, it looks pretty much the same. Edit appearance. Let me try something for effect, something a little bit maybe darker. You can even go to the color palette there and make your own color. Whatever you're having yourself. That will look actually really well in the photorealistic image. Okay, so I'm going to copy that appearance here, and I'm going to paste it onto that body, and I'm going to give the button maybe, now you might put a symbol on your button, and you can do something similar as well. If you remember the plane that we set up earlier, where was that plane? That one there. I could draw an off symbol or a plus or a minus or something, and I could use a split line again, exactly like I did here, to put a little symbol on the button. What I'll do is I'll just give it some color there to make it stand out. There we are, a red button. Okay, so automatically now my clock is looking a little bit better. There's something going on in there for me. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I'll check it out myself later. Okay, so that's how we put our digital readout on our alarm clock. So thanks guys.